What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brittney. I am Brittney W on all social media. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are creating our New Year's Eve look. So if you are watching this video, it's probably gonna be out on New Year's or New Year's Eve. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for rocking with me. This has been a year, and I'm gonna talk about what I've learned so far as this year, when it relates to family, what it relates to love, what it relates to friendships, or just my career, the things that I've learned this year, the lessons I've learned. Thank you so much for watching my videos and continuing with me on my journey as we move into 2022. Before we get started, I want to tell you guys that if you have not seen my other videos, go ahead and click out of this one and go ahead and watch the other ones. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe as well. And the notification bell so you know when I post more videos like this. Okay, so I am going to be using the Anastasia Rivera palettes. So what I googled was what was the ball color for 2022, and it is going to be cobalt blue. So we're going to do a cobalt blue New Year's Eve look, and yeah, and get into some of the things that I've learned this year and what I plan on taking with me next year, and you know, just things of 2021. You know, those kind of things. Do you know this whole time I was talking to you guys, I didn't even press record? Or did you like, comment, and subscribe? Because you guys knew that I was gonna ask that, right? So like I said just previously, that the New Year's color for 2022 is going to be cobalt blue. So that's what we are creating, darling. This cobalt blue, putting this pigment all in there just like that. So like I said, I was going to tell you guys some lessons that I learned from 2021 that I'm going to take with me in 2022, and we're going to talk about a little bit of everything, but for the most part, let's get into this business one. The color face, jumbling up my words. The palette that I'm using is from Sugar Face Cosmetics. I'm going to be using that with the Anastasia along with a little bit of a box of crayons as well. So I'm just rubbing this all in just like that. Okay, so let's get into it now. So for business, the one thing that I'm going to take with me in 2022 is that you cannot get mad at the next person if you are not consistent in what you do. You can't, like, in anything. Not saying that I was jealous or anything, because I'm not. I feel like this year I feel like this year I was actually more consistent with social media content than I've been in the past years, to be quite honest. And I'm very proud of myself for that. Like, really, really proud of myself for that. And I'm not going to take that away from me. So I'm not going to belittle or berate myself and feeling bad, because I feel like I did a really good job as far as being consistent is concerned with social media, being consistent with my YouTube videos, being consistent with what I post online as well. So as far as consistency is concerned, I feel like I really did a really good job with that this year. But what I am saying is that is the lesson that I learned, that you cannot get mad at the next man or woman if you are not consistent. Like, it's okay to reinvent yourself, but if you're not consistent in the reinvention, then what is actually the point, you know? You guys know I'm going to look crazy at first, and then eventually it'll all make sense. Yeah, so that's what I learned as far as career is concerned. As far as love is concerned, this has been a tricky year for love for me, to be honest. And it shouldn't be, because it's really plain and simple. But the lesson that I learned in love this year was simply do not give more of yourself to a person where if you need something, you can't go to that person. That is the biggest lesson that I learned this year as far as love is concerned. And that's what I'm going to take with me. I feel like reciprocation is the name of the game. If the other person is unable to, or feels like, nah, I can't do it. And guess what? They got to go. Plain and simple, poo. So that's what I learned in love. And as far as family is concerned, and I might go back and like jump from different things as I'm doing my makeup. As far as family is concerned, boundaries. Boundaries, 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 baby. You gotta have them. You gotta have them. You gotta set them. No one is really going to take care of you like you. So the best thing to do is to set boundaries for yourself, you know, and to stick to them. And it's okay if it hurts other people's feelings, because that person is hurting you in the long run. And you not having no boundaries is actually making you sick to a certain degree. So you have to have boundaries. You have to stick to your boundaries, and you have to know when to hold, when to fold, and when to just simply let it go, you know? So boundaries was a big one that I learned this year, as far as family is concerned. And as far as friendship is concerned, it's a give and take. Like, and you can't tell everyone your business. You just can't, like, because there's a such thing called frenemies. And no, I'm not trying to be like, not everyone is a frenemy. That's not what I'm saying. But if it's like a new friend, you have to be leery of that person. But I did read, you guys know I'm Christian, so I'm going to come from a biblical standpoint, that in order to have friends, you have to be friendly. So I'm not saying stay in the house and be a hermit crab. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Give people the benefit of the doubt, but just use wisdom. Just use a little bit of wisdom when it comes to that kind of stuff, Like, yeah. Just use wisdom. That's one of the things. Oh, and for myself, what I learned this year is to always take time for you. It's never too late to go on a vacation, even if it's a little late. You guys know that I went to Mexico in October. That was actually what I wanted to do for my actual birthday. And my birthday is coming up again this January. Well, January. And yeah, I'm just trying to get that together as exactly what it is simply that I want to do this year as well. And not make it not a huge big deal, but a deal enough to where my needs, my wants, and my desires are still being handled properly, darling. That's where I'm at as far as self is concerned. Friendship, we talked about. Love, we talked about. So I'm just gonna throw out random things that I've learned throughout this year. Get tested, baby. How about that? I'm not coming from a sexual. I'm talking about the C word that we're still living in. I caught COVID this year. I did in June, and I'm thankful to still be alive. I'm thankful that I had family, to help take care of me. I'm thankful that it wasn't as bad as others, But yeah, take care of yourself. Get tested. Stay safe. For real, for real. And that's what everything, too, if we're going to be telling the truth and shaming the devil. You just never know how these days. It's a very scary world. So how about that lesson? Did anybody learn that perception is a reality? And if you don't know something, to ask? What's your status? That part. And if you don't know, do you want to get tested together? And that goes for both parts. Can I just keep it real? I mean, Nara. I don't want to add the black yet. Okay. So this is going to be, okay, so we have the foundation lined, and now I have to go in with the other color. I'm just going to blend this out some more. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is our friend. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of purple in there to help with the blend out between the blue and the brown, like right here. Just a little bit to help with the blend out of the two colors. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a cut crease look. And I have to find some blue glitter. So now we are going to cut our crease, darling. So we went in there. Yeah, I think this look will look really good with glitter. Like really, really good. You know what song is the 9 o'clock? What's that, Mariah Carey? We can't sing too much because, you know, we ain't paying for this stuff. I'm just being honest. I am just being honest. Okay, yeah. Let's cut that. Okay, and we don't want to dirty up our foundation color with the blue, so we're just going to grab a whole bunch of that color and color this in just like that. Because we don't want this color to be blue, right? No, darling, that is not what we want at all. That if you don't pay back your PPP money, you going to jail. Can we talk about it? Listen, the government was very good to us this year. Let's just say that. Another lesson I learned is that if you don't have your affairs in order, you should probably get them in order. As far as like business is concerned, like have your stuff. That's a here we go. Come on, come through, Holy Spirit. Sometimes the Holy Spirit would just be dropping little gems on me. I just be like, come on, Holy Spirit, you know. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Wasn't that one of my things that I wanted, that I said last New Year's, that I wanted to stay ready so I don't have to get ready? Yeah. Your girl stay ready this year. I will say that. I really did. And I'm super proud of myself for staying ready. To be quite honest. I just need like a plain white color. I think I should paint it with white first. And then go in with other colors on top of the white. What you think? It's just really about the lines and the angles. And what you want your lines and your angles to look like. And then we're going to take it and go. It's kind of a draggish look, if I'm quite honest. It's a little drag, but it's all right. So now, because I don't want this to be white, I actually don't want this. I just put the white there for blend out purposes and things of that sort. I'm actually going to go in with the champagne color called Yacht from the Anastasia Rivera palette. I think this might be too dark though because the outside is brown. Let me see if I can find another color. You know what? This brown, this literally color that says brown or tan. Yeah, it needs to be really, really like a caramel beige color, to be quite honest. But for black folks, if that makes any sense. You guys know what I mean. So I'm going to go in with the tan. So I'm going to switch palettes for a little bit. I'm going to go in with the tan. And I'm just going to put that like this. I know, it's looking a little Drew-Carey-ish. It'll all make sense in the end, though, I promise. Then I'm going to take some more of that brown. And I'm going to pop that also downward into like a V shape, like that. And then you're gonna add some more brown to make it show up a little bit more, like that. And then we're gonna add some black. And if we need to enhance our cut crease, we'll go back and cut it. It won't be a full cut, it'll just be a half a cut to like shape that a little bit. So the line is very, very sharp there. We're actually gonna grab a little bit of black and smoke it out just a little bit, especially the outer V. We can smoke that completely out. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is our friend. I'm actually, you know what? I don't even know where I got this brush from, but I do sell brushes. If you guys remember, I still have my Style Guys store. Oh yes, I do, darling. I still have my store. I just want to add like a little bit more of a lighter taupe color here. Yeah, so this is like a caramel color. So I'm grabbing the shade right here to just lighten it up because I wanted this part to be a little lighter than flesh tone. Not the exact same color as my skin tone, but just a little lighter than flesh tone, if that makes any sense. And we can go back and cut that crease a little bit better. Let's just shade all of this in so we can then go in with the blue. My eyeliner lines that I drew there. These eyes are doing the most, don't you think? In a good way. Yeah, we're gonna have to shorten this side up. Like that. Erase it, erase it, erase it, erase it, erase it. And then I'm going to recut this crease so they know that this is a cut crease. Like that. We are going into year 2022. Can you guys believe it? Like that's wild. That's wild. And I feel like this look is very, very futuristic now that I think about it. It's very like, who told you to come over here on the other side of Mars? That's what it's giving me. Set it with the blur. And that's just gonna heighten it up just a little bit. Yeah. So we have a little bit of glitter. We have a slight cut crease, but a futuristic way. And yeah, this is our final look. I'm gonna plop on these lashes really quickly because they should be about ready now. Because lashes make everything look better. And I think I got rid of my highlight, so I mean, there's a time to go crazy, a little crazy with highlight. I'm not saying take it back to like 2005 highlight, but if you want a little bit of glow, it's okay, because it's New Year's, darling. And then you guys know I like the wet face look. So I'm going to add a little bit of my face gloss if I can find it. If not, it's still linked in the description down below. Here it is. My nails are so long, so I don't want to dig my nails in it, but I'm just going to go like that and then tap it on my face like, oh, too much. Just dab a little bit on the forehead to make the skin look nice and subtle. And when I go like that against the light, it'll just be popping. Okay, we are all done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what are some of your New Year's resolutions, goals, and things of that sort. Or what have you learned this year? Yeah, and I will see you guys in 2022. Later, lovers.